Hi guys.
Hi guys. Sup. Hello. Hi. Okay, you guys need to tell me when that gets annoying because I'm sure it's probably annoying by now.
How to introduce a video, we have no idea.
We have no idea. And also, before we go anywhere, what should we call our subscribers? Because I'm calling you guys Jodas, but if we're Joda, then it's like the Joda lovers. That just sounds wrong.
Yeah, well,
I don't know, but yeah.
Comment, let us know.
Comment your suggestion. It would be greatly appreciated. What would you like to be called?
Right. Moving on swiftly.
Moving on. So our first date stroke first kiss, when we locked tongues, when we went deep within each other's mouths, when we exchanged salivas, when we exchanged bacterias. Because basically you do that. Let's be honest, guys. You do it. It happens. Nobody wants to admit it.
I'm sorry for this one.
But you share bacteria when you kiss.
I do apologise for her behaviour.
Don't apologize for it.
Anywho. Basically, so yeah, where are we going to start from? Where should I start from?
So we're basically saying, starting from when our first date, obviously not knowing what.
Okay, we'll start from there. The first date was, again for me, I was so nervous. My legs were shaking.
Your legs were shaking?
When I was standing waiting, we went to the cinema for our first date, and when I was standing there sort of waiting on Ida, I say that like she was 15 minutes late. She was 5 minutes late.
Yeah. I wasn't that late.
No, she wasn't that late. But no, yeah. So like my legs were proper shaking. I was really nervous. I had just big butterflies. And yeah, so that was obviously, that's what I mean. My legs were shaking. I was very, again, sweaty palms. I was just like, oh my God. And I didn't even know at this point that this was the first date. And I don't think Ida did neither. But we just thought it was one of them things, you know, two friends obviously going out on like a friend date, let's say. But obviously as the night progressed, the sort of like my nerves didn't simmer down.
Your nerves didn't simmer down
at all.
In the words of my auntie.
Yeah,
simmer down.
But yeah, so yeah, the nerves were always there throughout the day and stuff like that. So yeah, how did you feel on the first date though?
On the first day, I was nervous. I think, like he said, we did not know whether it was a date or not. So I suppose we need to take you back to how the date even took place for us not to know if it was a date or not. Basically, just before I left, because I told you if you watch our previous video, I said I was about to leave, so I handed in my notice and I left. The 31st of October was my last date at the workplace. So I think was it that day we exchanged numbers on my actual last day?
Yes. Yeah,
it was. It was on my actual. No, it was before that. But on my actual last day.
Why did you ask if you knew anyway?
Because I didn't know when I asked you. All right.
Okay.
So cheeky. Ever since we got a YouTube channel, we got some subscribers now. You become so cheeky.
They give me confidence.
But sorry guys. What was I saying? Oh, I lost what I was saying now.
No, you were saying that before your last day we had exchanged numbers.
Oh yeah, we exchanged numbers. So we basically were talking, and the reason why we even exchanged numbers wasn't because I want to get to know you better, I want to take you out. There was none of that. It was just like I was thinking, okay, how can I get my number out to this boy without, I suppose, me seem desperate or seeing like, oh, I want you bad, because I really liked him. And I suppose you were thinking, how can I get her number? And he wasn't brave enough to ask for it. Because he didn't think I was that interested in him. So the whole reason we actually exchanged numbers was because I said, well, I'll teach you some Swedish over WhatsApp. And we basically took it from there. He gave me his number, we exchanged numbers, and then we were messaging back and forth. So messaging back and forth for a little bit, for a few days. At this point I had moved back in with my auntie because I was obviously ready to leave the country, so I gave up my apartment that I had. And so I moved back in with my auntie to be there, I suppose, for the last week before I left. I hadn't bought my ticket to Norway yet because I think a lot of it because of him. I wanted to get to know him, I think, a bit before I left. Don't get a big head now. So we exchanged the numbers and we were talking. And when we were talking, he was like, oh, do you like movies? What kind of movies do you like? Blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, well, I like horror movies, but I'm a big chicken, so I can't actually, if you take me, you'd have to I might jump on you or hold on to you or bite you or whatever, because that's how scared I am.
So obviously I was going to take her.
So obviously he was like, oh, you're going to touch me, eh? And so he took me to the cinema. So when we went to the cinema, that's why it was unclear whether we were going as friends or not, because it was like we were talking as friends. It's like, oh, maybe we should just go out to the movies. It wasn't like, oh, let me take you on a date. It wasn't clear. So when we went, it was just nice, and we hung out and we watched the movie and it was a laugh, and I was nervous. We were both nervous, and every time I held his arm I was like, oh, hello. I liked how his arm felt, but at the same time I think there was a point where I was like, because I get very jumpy.
Yeah, she bit me.
I bit him a little. I get scared, and for some reason when I get scared I bite. I don't know why. Alright, don't judge me. It's a defense mechanism, alright? I just went like that on his shoulder. And I don't know. But you said you didn't feel it.
I didn't, no, I honestly didn't feel it. I saw it kind of like side view, but I didn't realise she had done it.
And that's when he knew he loved me.
Yeah, basically, that was it. It was over after that. Well, no, yeah, that was obviously that was the first date.
Yeah.
And then obviously as soon as after the date was done, I suggested we do it again.
Yeah.
I made sure that's, I took initiative, and I made sure that we would.
He finally stepped up his game.
I stepped up, yeah. But yeah, again, second, third, our continuous dates, even though we would talk, we would message all the time and stuff like that, it never helped sort of like my nerves. As soon as I'd see her, or as soon as the day came by, I know I was going to see her. The nerves would just flood. So I'm getting a big head. So I could just see you smiling at me.
Just sitting here like, yeah, I made it so nervous.
So yeah, but that is sort of like the dates. The dates were awesome. Like, I can't remember what we went, like indoor rock climbing. We did like crazy golf. We did dinners, cinema, everything.
Well, we tried to, because we were dating pretty much every other day. Because at this point, I didn't have a job anymore. I was unemployed, I suppose. I had given up the job, so I had so much time on my hands, so I was going on date constantly. And my auntie was like, oh my god, you go out so much. And if you're African and you've lived under an African house, it doesn't matter how old you are, because you'll never be old enough to be going out that much. And after living by myself and now it was difficult. It was difficult when people are trying to tell you what to do and you feel like you're old enough, but you obviously have that respect there, so you try to minimize. So I minimized it to like going out maybe 3 times a week, but but other than that, we could have seen each other every single day, and still that wouldn't have been enough. And for me, it was because I was leaving for Norway that I honestly wanted to spend as much time with him as I could before I left. And I think so it was exactly the same. I felt exactly the same. Obviously, I knew she was going at some point towards the end of the year. So we sort of saw as much as possible, and then I introduced her, obviously, to... No, we need to go. You're moving way too fast, man.
Oh, sorry.
So our first kiss, you need to calm yourself, alright? You see what I have to deal with, guys?
I tried to cut it out because you were talking about bacteria transfer and stuff like that. I didn't want to gross them out, you see.
I see, but no, you need to know. Okay. So our first kiss was... Tell them that.
What, you want me to explain it?
Yeah.
She stole it. She stole the first kiss.
Because he took way too long to do it.
I was very scared. I've not done the whole dating scene and stuff like that, so I didn't know whether to kiss on the first date, third...
This was about the 6th or 5th date, by the way, guys. So it was quite late on. We had been seeing each other a lot. No, it was like like seen each other a lot. It was a few dates, innit? It was about 7th or 8th
No, I
day.
don't think it was.
It was definitely, but we saw each other all the time, and you didn't kiss me for about.
No. It was not that.
No, it was forever, guys.
By the no, never mind. So yeah, first case we were in the cinema, and we were talking, and I had said something, and I had to pretend that she was like, huh, what did you say? So I went in to actually
tell me again.
Tell her
so I
again.
pretended like when he said something and he just whispered it in my ear because we were at the cinema, and I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm going in for it. I'm going in, guys. Houston, this is happening. So he went in to lean in, and I just turned around, and then that was it. So it just happened then. The moment was there, and we kissed.
So yeah, she stole the first kiss.
I did. I could not wait any longer. I'm impatient.
Oh my god, she's impatient.
I'm impatient, so...
But yeah, that was the first kiss. It was...
How did you feel?
It was...
How did the first kiss make you feel?
I don't want to swear on camera, but yeah, it was... like, oh my god! It's happening! No, yeah, it was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was obviously... it was very good. Yeah. Oh, I've got all...
No, it was nice. I think it was butterflies, I think. It was nerves, and I think after that, when...
Well, it was funny though, because I was nervous before the kiss, and then after the kiss, I got even more nervous. Like, I don't know why that happened.
So when did your nerves actually stop?
Probably when I spent the first week in Norway.
That's a while back, babe.
I still get like nerves, like if we like, I don't know, if we do like a date night or...
You get nerves?
I still get nerves, yeah.
You get butterflies?
Yeah, exactly.
How come?
I have no idea.
Like, you got me now, you married me. It's like...
Yeah, but that's...
I'm hooked.
Can't get complacent.
I can't go nowhere.
Can't get comfortable, you know.
Can't get too comfortable.
Yeah, but no. So yeah, it was probably the first week when we spent in Norway. That was probably when I felt like the most comfortable and no nerves.
I see. So that was, yeah, I suppose that was a lot more than our first date, guys. But yeah, that's how we had our first date. I like it. That's that was basically how all of that happened. Yeah. But thank you again for watching.
Yes, thank you guys.
Hashtag Schlish, guys. Sliss. I need to pronounce it properly because it is a proper word. So I need to make sure.
What does Sliss mean?
Sliss means subscribe, like, and share. So
go do that.
Go do that, guys. Alright, thank you for watching.
Cheers, guys.
What are we going to do next? What video are we going to do next? Oh, we're going to do the Bean Boozled one. We've ordered the beans. We've ordered the beans. You convinced Joe to do it. I did not want to do it because I think they're going to be nasty. So I will probably throw up, and which won't be a nice scene for any of you. But you guys wanted it. You asked, you get. So
exactly. But yeah, if you guys got any other ideas,
suggestions, yeah. And if it obviously seems fun enough, we'll agree. If we agree on it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do get him to do my makeup as well at some point, but
that's gonna be fun.
I don't know, guys.
I probably won't have a looking like this.
I did my like dark eyeshadow. I'll get a smoky eyes for you guys today. I hope you guys like it. I'm trying to impress them, man.
That's it.
Dress to impress. Alright, that's enough outro. So see you later, guys.
See you later.
Thanks for watching.